Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I have spent a few hours, maybe even technically over a day, thinking about this since I heard about it. As a avid arena grinder, I have a lot of thoughts on this. And my thoughts are very uniquely my own, which seems to be obvious, but I say this because I don't know how other people grind the arena. I only know how I grind the arena and what advice I give to people. And my advice for grinding the arena is sometimes different from the norm. And so if you do something different, that's great. And I do think overall, objectively speaking, I don't want this to be perceived as like a strictly negative video. I think this is going to help a lot of people, particularly in the arena that I'm going to use this the most. And that is the arena that you can technically get the most units for your buck, or the best bang for your buck in terms of 3 and 4 star champions used for the amount of units you get, and that is in the Summoner Trials arena, not the 6-star basic or the 6-star featured. For the sake of this video, we're going to talk about all arenas for those of you uncollected and above for the main conversation. Because, you know, your best champions outside of the still coded incorrectly and needs to be fixed Summon Symbiote, who can't be brought into the arena and yet appears in the arena when you go into every new one. But here's the deal. Arena Quick Field coming next month. Rejoice, Arena Grinders. We have quick arena opportunities. But CRYS23 brings up some of what I'm about to talk about. As an arena grinder, this doesn't help me. It won't help me when I'm putting 12 million for the milestones or 200 million for a featured champ. I like to use synergies in my arena teams, some of which make the fights last a lot less, thus saving me time. It also increases team rating results in harder matchups, which in turn give more points. This will be good for the casual play. Again, to me, the Summoner Trials arena is what I'm going to use this for, even though I still do, I do Blade and Ghost Rider and Stark Spidey. You know, I look at Trinities, and I look at Ghost and Wasp and Kitty Pryde. I look at even random synergies like both Visions and Scarlet Witch. And so, I don't know. I also wouldn't necessarily recommend using this if you're not an experienced arena grinder, because as CRYS23 says, you are going to shoot yourself in the foot if you can make it easier for synergies. If synergies didn't matter, I think this would be great. This basically pretends like they don't matter to the casual grinder, and maybe they don't. Again, if you never think about it and you still kill it in fights, all power to you. I just don't. In fact, sometimes I rank up people strictly for synergies in the arena. I know that sounds crazy. It may not be smart, but that's what I do. All right, so this will be good for the casual play arena, 20 minutes a day on the toilet type of player. I might use this when I get to the last 5 to 10 teams of rank 3 5-stars and don't have any more usable synergies. I like the idea. Now do something about a mass ask for help, like 10 to 15 champs at once, which they did say they're going to try to meet us in the middle, because one of the most requested quality of life improvements in the game for years now has been a help all button, and they said that would break the server, and maybe it would. But 10 to 15 would certainly help. So, just get rid of help altogether. No. Now you'll see some pushback from JTJ10. And then a debate. Kabam Zero, for the record, is super excited for it too. And he is called the GOAT by Zano. Zero is just the best, Typhoon says. So, you know, pretty good rep, Kabam Zero. From zero to hero, literally. So look, if I assume it to be what I think, it's pretty obvious. If you take the top 3 champions that you actually can bring in, again, not the 1-star Summon Symbiote, top 3 champions that you can bring into the arena, and you just autofill them, it will save a little bit of time. But I do think the time that you save is not necessarily a plus, because I kind of view it as a game. Again, this is an addiction. I grinded my soul out of my body years ago, and I never ever have denied that. But it's like a puzzle. There's 2 puzzles in the arena that I do, and I'm very OCD about this. I pick the perfect arena teams that I want for synergies, and then I match them up for the class advantage versus disadvantage. Now, if there was a big improvement to the arena that I would suggest more than this, it's that Kabam would automatically start the arena matchups with the corrected classes to where you're always having the advantage. And if you don't have the advantage, then you just don't do it. But it smartly matches you up to save that amount of time. I've never understood why you have to do it yourself or you risk bad matchups. And it's not that the points are going to matter that much, but of course you want to fight to be easier. And so you'd want to fight a science with a skill champ versus, say, a mystic champ. That's the improvement I've been looking for in the arena, along with the help ball button, which I have kind of given up on at this point. I think this will help the summoner trials, and I'll probably use it a little bit for that. But as I say that, I still think, yeah, but my arena teams are really important there too. So I don't know if I'm going to use this at all. But do you think you'll use it, Arena Grinders? Because really, part of this video is just wondering if the community's going to do it. Again, if I don't use it but everyone else does, great. I don't want to be an inaccurate representation of how the community feels. But I'm also not going to tell you something just to be mainstream. I'm going to tell you like it is, and I don't automatically see this as a reason to rejoice. I see it as a reason to save a little bit of time, but also potentially shoot yourself in the foot if you could have had an easier matchup with better synergy teams. Spoken like a true addict in the arena. Guilty as charged. I can't wait to read some of your feedback.